Hi, Saggy. This will be a love update for you. We'll be covering the things that you can see and you cannot see happening in your love life right now. And also, we'll be covering who wants you at this time. And I'm seeing multiple people, so we'll cover that in just a second. I did open up this reading with the song The Motion by Drake. This song is essentially about transition, detachment, and emotional distance during a major life shift. It's a song about outgrowing people, especially lovers from your past, as your status and lifestyle are changing right before your eyes. And this is exactly what this reading lays out for you. We'll be using a Korean oracle deck here, and I will be translating for you today. All right, so we're going to start off with our first part of the story. And yeah, let's jump right in. The first card you have here, Sag, is about unappreciated pure love. You have been waiting for the right person who can recognize your worth and loyalty, but you could feel like you're only meeting unsatisfying suitors as your fate. And if a good person does come along once in a blue moon, your pride would not allow you to let your guard down. And you can see that here even with the dagger that this person is holding. It's as if you promised yourself that you wouldn't be fooled again. And like the story goes, it has left you feeling very incomplete. You have good intentions, but you could also be lacking faith in finding better options. The moon in this card shows how you have been feeling unseen or overlooked in your pursuits, but this won't be your narrative for long. This first card is being clarified by the card of unrequited love. This card shows the tragedy of loving someone with a difference in maturity, values, or status, and also having a lack of communication. This could have caused you a lot of resentment towards someone making you lovesick. Although things could not be resolved during this phase, truth and clarity will come now once things are over and done with. You can look back at this situation and understand the low probability of it working out. And we haven't even scratched the surface yet. This person does have another part in your story. The second card you have here is about having a disadvantageous position or just having an unfavorable position. You have called out the wrongdoings of people who have taken advantage or hurt you, and you have confronted those situations. But I see that this still feels unresolved, like your complaints and pain are falling on deaf ears, or that these people do not care about the burdens you have had to carry from them. This is a card of no resolution, unbalanced outcomes, and improper closure. You felt like love has been unlucky. Like, how could you have attracted such heartless lovers who dispose of the connection without looking back? What you will be able to see now is that these situations were hard to resolve because it was not at the right moment. This card is being clarified by love that's remembered as memories. This card reminds you that no matter how hard someone tries to protect a connection, it will be hard to have longevity if the life of one of the lovers is not smooth, meaning conflict, self-sabotage, lies, and deceit. The only way you were able to reflect and move forward with bravery is because of the beautiful memories shared within the connection. This card predicts you finding or carrying things that remind you of a past love. You may just see signs or synchronicities that remind you of this person. And wildly enough, this card predicts that you will also hear from this person soon. They will be telling you their story. They will give you the closure you have stopped waiting on. Your third card is the crisis before opportunity. You have a moment where your troubles or someone else's will become an opportunity for you. This is a moment of serendipity unfolding in your favor. The card reveals a woman or a man of striking beauty or good looks, someone so graceful and radiant that their presence naturally drew attention. They were involved in a connection of some kind, either dating someone new or already committed. Yet, the person that they were with kept them in a low position, refusing to see their worth. Another admirer noticed their light and attempted to claim them, but only offered a similar lack of value. These two individuals, one who already had access to the beauty and the other, who wanted to take their place, began competing and fighting for the right to claim what they did not deserve. The conflict grew so loud that it reached the ears of the king or queen of the land. Hearing of the foolish battle between two unworthy contenders, he or she stepped in with his or her authority. With a single command, they dismissed them both and removed all competition. The king or the queen then approached the beauty themselves, recognizing the worth that others ignored. They claimed them with certainty and elevated them to a position of honor, choosing them as a spouse and granting them a status worthy of their spirit. So this card highlights a tangled situation that strangely flows into your favor. This speaks of someone who receives status, luck, in a high-ranking relationship despite having issues with several past lovers. This is the light at the end of the tunnel. The universe is bailing you out of a lackluster and unfulfilling fate, and your hope is being renewed. This card is being clarified by the card of abandoned love. This card speaks of someone who was about to give up on love. They've had their hands over their hearts in prayer for better times, but at the same time accepting their fate and walking to their death off of a cliff. This change is coming when you have totally given up. You are trying to stay positive about your love life, but you don't see an out or a positive turnaround. This person does not even see the swift turn of events the universe has in store for them. They do not see how they are valued, but surrounded by the wrong people who cannot meet them at their level. They do not see the one who is truly aligned with them is truly right around the corner. Your fourth and last card is about devoting love. Listen closely because this could be about the past love we mentioned earlier. This card speaks of how someone selflessly has helped some troublemaker. It also speaks of the trust you could have received from their mother. Their mother trusted your intentions and guidance for their child troublemaker. This may resonate with you if you had a significant relationship with this person's mother when they were alive or even as they passed on into the spiritual world. There is a pact that you made intentionally. You saw the unique sides of this troublemaker and you chose to fix them. The abundance of you or this person has rubbed off on the troublemaker, changing their life for the better. Once the troublemaker has realized the influence of this person, they come back to show their appreciation and ask for their hand in marriage. Unfortunately, at this time, their savior's status has changed and they cannot accept. This is a story you know all too well of missed opportunities. How you have been overlooked, undervalued, and taken for granted until you have decided to move on with your life or they see you with someone else. Strangely enough, the card clarifying this is missed love, just like missed opportunities. This card talks about a coincidental encounter that can influence someone's life, like the troublemaker who met the generous person, or the beauty who ended up married to the king. And also the regrets that come from not acting when chances are present. Fate does not wait for anyone. Whether someone has been staying back with good or bad intentions, it does not matter. Your world is changing now, and they are too slow. It shows how obsessed someone can be for a while, even though they can't get what they want. It also speaks of love messages being written from someone's sadness. The beach in this card is a sign of fresh starts, emotional rebirth, new love, and new opportunities. That's what you should expect soon. And this concludes your love update, Sag. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in your next one.